what's going on YouTube. I've seen a lot of Toolbox tours on the old YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a go. My Toolbox is due to move today, so my new job, so this will be my only opportunity. So it's I don't own a lot of Snap-on. I'm only on Snap-on because I've got it cheap, or it's been gifted to me. I don't really rate it. I don't buy into the whole prices of it. You can get some decent stuff for a quarter of the price. So it's a 40-inch box. The guy that sold it me said apparently this drawer configuration is quite rare. It's pretty handy. We'll start with the box. On the side, multiple screwdriver stuff that just gets beaten on and used. It's pretty knackered. It's got some more decent ones inside. So just some T-handles, Allen heads, torches. This is a Snap-on one that my dad bought me recently. Quite cool, heavy duty, big strong magnet. On top I just got my Makita impact. This will be staying here. I'm going to use air at work. Charging's just a nightmare. Charging for a little 3/8 impact. My drill's from Titan, which is screw fix. It's a really good drill for the money. It's only 50 quid. So let's dive in. Draw number 1. All my ratchets, O2 sensor spark plugs. This is a Snap-on. I just bought a breaker bar from Snap-on off eBay, dirt cheap, and this adapter come with it. To make it a ratchet for your breaker bar. Pretty cool. I don't think I'll ever have a use for it, but yeah. Loads of little adapters, some of these little swivel universal joints. My ratchets again, it's nothing crazy branded, Half-As Advance. I rate this stuff, it's really good. Some little breaker bars for doing brakes, more adapters. I had no room in either drawer, so these are my 1/4-inch deep sockets. Tiny baby ratchet. They're all like eBay branded stuff, but they're good quality. I did my research. There's a kit here of 3. This is my favourite. Dead slim, getting in them hard to reach places. Good driver, that's the brand. This is my recent purchase. You can change it on your hand. I thought it'd be a good idea. It's how many tooth is it? 60 tooth. But I thought it'd be a good idea. But this collar's really loose. It gets caught on stuff and reverses itself really easily. But it's a nice looking ratchet. And then the money drawer. All of them are Bergen. So I rate the sockets. I think they're not bad quality. I've never broken one, and I use them quite a lot. So shallow 3/8, deep 3/8, 1/2 inch deep, Half-As Advance extensions and some other miscellaneous extensions. Some miscellaneous bits. And these are female Torx. I don't come across these a lot, so I don't have an abundance of them. And then another cheap set. It comes with these. I forget whether they're Mexico Imperial, but God knows what sizes they actually are. But it comes with the other ones on the other side. Just a cheap set for beating on, hammering over stuff that's like warped and rounded. I had an empty drawer. I needed to fill it. Offset spanners, 1 neck. These are really good quality for what they paid for them. I think it was like 20 quid. I just needed some bigger sizes. I thought I'd get a different style of wrench for the bigger sizes. Spanners, just chrome vanadium ratchet spanners. These have served me really well. I've had these quite a while. They don't do well on high torques, but you shouldn't be using them for high torques anyway. But I've always wanted ratchet spanners, and I didn't want to spend crazy money. Stubby ratchets. These get me out of a pinch when I need them. These like brake style ones. The set goes quite big. I think they're like flare spanners, something like that. But they're good if you've got like a mangled bolt that needs getting off, because they've got really good grip around the head. Big ratchet spanner. This is for an oil filter on a Land Rover. There's one in like a really funky position. And then these are my favourite. Like Nielsen, really long box end, dead slim. Great for leverage. And then Half-As Advanced set. I bought this set. It's like 200 quid in a blow molded case. You get like 1 random ratchet spanner with it. But these are not bad quality. Never had anyone break or bend. And then just some nut drivers, cheap, for some of the fastenings on interiors and door seals and stuff. The torque wrenches. They're all knackered, they've all been used with breaker bars at some point. I'm working on buying a new one that's sort of calibrated and decent. This is like my best one, and it's the cheapest one because it's still sort of in calibration by Silverline. And these are the two. Some really long extensions, 3/8, getting engine bays. Snap-on 1/2 inch breaker, 27 inch I think. Coolant line clamps, oil filter wrench, piston ring. I barely ever use these. I bought them for one specific job on AE. I think it was a diesel Mondeo. Never used them again. I think I said pliers, all the long ones. They're good. These are another eBay purchase. They've not bent or warped anything. Screwdrivers and pens and trim tools and super glue. I don't feel the need to have a massive drawer full of screwdrivers. I only need a few, nothing crazy. This is a nice screwdriver. I recently bought this one by Stanley. I like the long ones with the flathead, really thin profile. Good for picking stuff off. Blades, scrapers, picks for getting your old seals out, some stubbies. Stubbies are brilliant. I've got loads of these. It wants to go back in. Wire brushes, files, tie levers. I run coilovers on my car, so just coilover spanners. These are essential for when you're doing brakes and stuff. Files not so much, but they weren't bad for the price. They've not gone dull. They cut now. They're good. My favourite drawer. Pliers, circlip. Just a Bergen ply set. Used to be able to remote control cars. So these are just some cheap DD pliers. These are really good. They're from Blue Point. They've not gone blunt yet. They're not damaged. Good grip. Used them for quite a while now. They're still quite sharp. What they called mog grips, and then big black plumber's pliers. I won't say what these are used for. People will get butthurt in the comments, but if you know, you know. This is the brute force drawer. Hammers, lots of hammers. Tie with fork, a little soft hammer. These again by Blue Point, another eBay purchase, but they are really good hammers. You get a set of 3, 1, 2, 3 punches. I love me punches. And just an impact driver. Oh, this drawer's stuck. Impacts. So 2 snap-on impacts. I got them dirt cheap, that's why I own them. Like I said, I don't own a lot of snap-on because it is stupidly expensive. 3/8, 1/2 inch. This is that Titan drill from Screwfix. Really good drill, really strong. Battery's charged in like 45 minutes. This is the latest one. My dad just bought me this. What is it? A 3/8 air ratchet by Snap-on. He got it really cheap. I think he paid like 100 quid for it. And then just a tire inflator. Where are we now? All your sort of specialty stuff. Cheap bit sets. No more room for sockets up top, so these are my 1/2 inch impacts. Allens, triple square, Torx, and then just some alloy wheel bolts. I'm going to be a Land Rover apprentice / tech, so these are the bigger alloy wheel ones for their wheels. Clutch alignment tool, never used it. This is the really messy drawer. Wiring stuff, multimeter, soldering iron, heat shrink, fuses, cheap OBD. Rarely use this drawer, they've all got their own sort of equipment at the dealership. Where are we now? 1/4 inch ratchet set by Bergen. I rate Bergen, it's a good brand for eBay. This is good for interior bits and when you need to just grab a set quick to do stuff, rather than pull the whole box out. And again, dealership sort of tools, brake tools, discs. What's that? The spark plugs. I have an abundance of scissors. I don't know why. Your old magnetic picker upper. Scrapers, plastic scrapers for when you replace number plates. You need to get them sticky things off. You know they're a nightmare, but you don't want to scratch the paint. Glue sticks are good for that, for getting underneath and pulling the sticky stuff off. And then tyre stuff, so tyre gauges, air pressure gauges. This is that cheap. That's for this charger here. This is an eBay rebranded 3/8 impact. I've just put a hex adapter on. Tough engineering. This is Parkside, which is a little, but the bits are really good quality. They're all labelled, comes with this cool little adapter. But yeah, there's some longer ones for sort of airboxes and stuff. And then one of these suction DBs for doing your gearboxes. Nuts and bolts. I have an abundance of nuts and bolts and random other stuff I've collected. Like I say, this toolbox currently is at home, but it is due to move. So this drawer will probably get reused for something when I acquire more tools. My collection is not massive right now. PPE grinder. Again, most of this won't come to my job with me. Just sort of like a Dremel bits, gloves, a random bag, charger, heat gun, and a grinder. And then the last drawer is the junk drawer. Cable ties, tape for holding up windows when you change your regulators and stuff like that. Grease, copper grease, funnel,